I am Dr. Elizabeth Green, and today I am going to show you something that can save you from a lifetime of blood pressure pills. A spice so ancient, so powerful, and so incredibly cheap that when I tell people what it is, they stare at me and say, "That spice I use for tea? That is it?" Yes, that is exactly it. But before I show you what this is, I need you to sit with something for a moment. Right now, tens of millions of people over 45 are paying $40 to $50 every single month for blood pressure pills. Pills that leave them feeling dizzy the moment they get out of bed too quickly. Pills that make them so exhausted by 2 in the afternoon that they can barely stay awake. Pills that cause dry, persistent cough, cold hands and feet, muscle cramps, and a general feeling of being half alive every single day. And the pharmaceutical industry? They are perfectly happy with that arrangement because your monthly refill is their monthly profit. They want you on those pills forever. That is the business model. And here is what makes it even worse. Those pills are not healing you, not even slightly. They are just forcing your blood vessels open using a manufactured chemical, a synthetic command your body did not ask for and was not designed to rely on. Stop taking those pills for a few days and your blood pressure climbs right back up to where it was. The damage inside your blood vessels is still there. Nothing was fixed. You are simply dependent. Now I want you to travel back 200 years with me. 200 years ago, blood pressure pills did not exist. None. No pharmacy. No prescription. No refill reminder on your phone. But high blood pressure was still a real problem back then. People still had it. So how did they manage it? How did they heal? They used spices, seeds, roots, natural ingredients their grandmothers grew and dried and prepared in specific ways. And they used them the right way, at the right time, in the right amount, and it worked. Today I am going to show you one of those exact spices. One that has been used for over 4,000 years in traditional healing across Asia, the Middle East, and India. One that modern research is now confirming does something remarkable to blood pressure. We are talking about cardamom, small green pods you can buy at any grocery store or spice shop for about $2 to $3. A 2-week supply costs you less than $3 total. Compare that to $40 or $50 every month for pills that come with side effects listed on 2 pages. Cardamom costs $2 for 2 weeks, but rivals $50 monthly pills. Stay with me, because I am about to show you exactly what cardamom does inside your body, why it works so effectively for blood pressure, and how to use it starting tomorrow morning. Forget all the complicated medical talk. Think of it this way. Your blood vessels are like flexible rubber hoses running from your heart to every corner of your body. When everything is working the way it should, those hoses are smooth on the inside, wide open, and supple enough to expand and contract with every single heartbeat. Blood moves through them without effort. Your heart pumps at a comfortable, relaxed pace. But life happens. Years of too much salt starts pulling extra fluid into your bloodstream, filling those hoses past their comfortable limit. Too much sugar over time starts scratching and inflaming the inner surface of those hoses until the smooth lining becomes rough and uneven, like the inside of a pipe that has had mineral buildup for decades. Processed foods dump chemicals into your system that your blood vessel walls were never designed to handle. Chronic stress keeps those hoses in a constant state of tension, clenched, narrowed, and tight, for years on end. Now picture trying to push the same amount of water through a hose that is narrower, rougher, and more rigid than it used to be. What happens? The pressure inside the hose goes up. Your heart has to squeeze harder and harder to push blood through a path that keeps getting more difficult. That extra squeezing is high blood pressure. It is not a mystery. It is simple physics applied to a tired and damaged system. Now, here is the question: what do your blood pressure pills actually do about any of this? Nothing that matters long term. Pills do not repair that rough inner lining. They do not restore flexibility to the vessel walls. They do not remove the buildup. They just force the hoses open wider using a synthetic chemical signal, like jamming a crowbar into a stuck door instead of fixing the broken hinge. The hose is still damaged. The walls are still rigid. The crowbar is just keeping things open by force. The moment you remove that force, everything clamps back down. You need the crowbar every single day. That is what dependency feels like. What you actually need is something that goes in and works with your body. Something that helps those vessel walls relax on their own. Something that reduces the rough swelling and irritation on the inner lining. Something that restores your body's own natural ability to manage its pressure without chemical force. That is what cardamom does, and it does it in 3 very distinct ways. Mechanism number 1. It delivers a natural, relaxing signal to your vessel walls. Here is what happens when you take cardamom first thing in the morning. Cardamom contains a collection of powerful natural plant compounds, beneficial nutrients that your blood vessel walls respond to directly. Within 60 to 90 minutes of consuming it, those compounds are circulating in your bloodstream and delivering a natural, calming, relaxing signal to the muscles surrounding your blood vessel walls. Think of it like this. Those vessel walls have a ring of muscle around them. When that muscle squeezes, the vessel narrows and pressure goes up. When it relaxes, the vessel opens wider and pressure drops. Cardamom's natural compounds tell that muscle, release, let go, open up. This is not a synthetic chemical forcing an unnatural response. This is your body receiving a plant signal it has recognized and responded to for thousands of years. The result is a gentle, natural widening of your blood vessels and a measurable drop in pressure. Mechanism number 2. It helps your body release excess fluid. Are you beginning to understand why this spice has been used for 4,000 years? Here is the second way it works, and this one surprises most people. Cardamom has a gentle, natural effect on your kidneys. It encourages them to release extra fluid and sodium that your body has been unnecessarily holding on to. Think of your body as a water balloon that has been slightly overfilled. That extra fluid adds pressure to every single blood vessel in your body. When cardamom helps your kidneys flush that extra fluid out, the balloon deflates slightly. The pressure inside every vessel drops. This is why people who start using cardamom consistently notice within the first few days that their face is less puffy in the morning. Their shoes feel less tight by afternoon. Their fingers look slimmer. That visible change is real, and it is directly connected to the pressure dropping inside your vessels. Mechanism number 3. It reduces inner swelling and begins repairing the damage. Still with me? Good. Because this next part explains why 14 days with cardamom creates results that go so much deeper than just temporary relief. The beneficial compounds in cardamom are among the most powerful natural inflammation fighters found in any spice on earth. And remember that rough, scratched, inflamed inner lining we talked about, the one that is making your heart work overtime? Cardamom goes after that directly. Over days and weeks of consistent use, the protective nutrients in cardamom reduce the swelling and irritation along that inner vessel lining. The roughness begins to smooth out. Flexibility begins to return. Blood starts flowing with less resistance on its own, not because a chemical is forcing it, but because the underlying damage is actually beginning to heal. Your body has always wanted to repair itself. It has always had that ability. It just needed the right natural support to get started. Now, here is where almost everyone goes wrong, and this is the most important thing I will tell you today. Not all cardamom is the same. This is critical. You cannot just grab a jar of pre-ground cardamom powder from your spice rack, sprinkle a pinch into your afternoon tea whenever you think of it, and expect results. That approach fails almost every time, and people give up on cardamom thinking it does not work, when the truth is they were using it incorrectly. Here is what nobody tells you about cardamom preparation. Pre-ground cardamom that has been sitting in a jar on a store shelf loses most of its beneficial compounds within weeks of being ground. The natural oils, the very thing that carries the active nutrients, evaporate rapidly once the pod is broken open and ground. By the time that powder reaches you and sits in your cabinet for a few more months, much of what made it powerful is simply gone. For real results, you need to use freshly ground cardamom. Buy whole green cardamom pods. Crack them open yourself. Grind the small black seeds inside using a small spice grinder or even a mortar and pestle. This takes less than 2 minutes and makes an enormous difference in what your body actually receives. Timing matters deeply too. Taking cardamom first thing in the morning, before coffee and before breakfast, gives your body the best possible chance to absorb those beneficial compounds quickly and efficiently. An empty or near-empty stomach absorbs this spice far more effectively than a stomach already busy digesting eggs and toast. Temperature matters as well. Do not boil cardamom for extended periods. Long boiling destroys the delicate natural oils. Instead, add freshly ground cardamom to warm water or warm milk that is no longer at a rolling boil. Let it steep for 3 to 4 minutes and drink it immediately. Can you see how this changes everything? The spice is not the problem. The preparation is everything. Here is exactly what you can expect across 14 days when you follow the correct protocol every morning. Days 1 and 2. Your body is encountering these compounds consistently for the first time. No dramatic blood pressure changes yet. This is completely normal and expected. But many people notice they feel calmer and less tense through the morning. Some notice they fall asleep more easily that night. Your vessel walls are beginning to receive a signal they may not have had in years. Days 3 through 5. The fluid flushing effect becomes noticeable. Morning puffiness in the face starts reducing. Rings and watches feel slightly looser. Blood pressure readings begin dropping 3 to 5 points on the top number. Some people notice their morning headaches, the ones they thought were just part of getting older, are becoming less intense or disappearing entirely. Days 6 through 9. This is where things become genuinely exciting. Blood pressure readings drop 6 to 9 points from your starting baseline. The swelling and irritation in your vessel lining is responding to the daily compound of cardamom's protective nutrients. Energy improves noticeably. Many people describe waking up and not immediately feeling the heaviness and pressure in their head that used to greet them every morning. Days 10 through 14. By the end of 2 weeks, people following this exact protocol consistently report a total drop of 10 to 15 points on their top blood pressure number. Some report even more. The headaches are largely gone. Sleep is deeper and more restful. Energy is sustained across the full day without the mid-afternoon collapse. And for the first time in years, many people see their blood pressure readings sitting in territory they had forgotten was even possible for them. Here is exactly what I recommend you do starting tomorrow morning. What to buy. Whole green cardamom pods. You will find them in the spice section of most grocery stores, Indian grocery stores, or Middle Eastern markets. A small bag costs $2 to $3 and contains enough pods for 2 full weeks of daily use. Do not buy pre-ground powder. Buy the whole pods. Step 1. Wake up in the morning, before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else. Step 2. Take 6 to 8 whole green cardamom pods. Press them firmly with the flat side of a knife to crack them open, or use a small mortar and pestle. You want to release the small black seeds inside. Step 3. Grind or crush those black seeds until they become a coarse, rough powder. This takes about 60 seconds. Step 4. Add the freshly ground cardamom to 1 cup of warm water or warm milk. The liquid should be warm, not actively boiling. Stir well. Let it sit for 3 minutes. Step 5. Drink the entire cup slowly. Do not rush it. Step 6. Drink a full glass of plain water immediately after. Step 7. Wait 20 to 30 minutes before eating breakfast or drinking coffee. Step 8. Do this every single morning for 14 days without skipping. Write your blood pressure number each morning before you drink the cardamom. Date every entry. This record matters. $2 to $3, 14 days, 6 to 8 pods every morning. That is the entire protocol. When you begin your morning cardamom routine, blood pressure is far from the only improvement you will notice. Better sleep and calmer nerves. The same natural compounds in cardamom that relax your blood vessel walls also have a gentle calming effect on your nervous system. Many people report falling asleep faster and sleeping more soundly within the first week. The low-level background tension that many people over 45 carry constantly and have stopped even noticing begins to ease. Improved digestion and less bloating. Cardamom has been used for thousands of years specifically to calm digestive discomfort. The natural compounds in it help reduce gas, bloating, and the uncomfortable tightness many people feel after meals. Better digestion also means your body absorbs nutrients from food more efficiently, which supports overall heart health, fresher breath, and improved oral health. This one surprises people. Cardamom is one of the most effective natural breath fresheners on earth. The same antibacterial natural oils that fight inflammation in your blood vessels also fight the bacteria in your mouth that cause bad breath. Many people find that their breath is noticeably fresher within just a few days of their morning cardamom routine. Here is something that will make you genuinely angry. The supplement industry discovered that cardamom works. Of course they did. And so they did exactly what they always do. They processed it, packaged it, and put a premium price tag on it. You can now find cardamom extract capsules and cardamom essential oil supplements for sale online and in health stores. They charge you $25 to $40 for a 1-month supply. They put impressive scientific-sounding labels on the bottle. They make it look like cutting-edge medicine. But here is what they are very carefully not telling you. To make those capsules, manufacturers take cardamom and run it through high-heat extraction processes that destroy the delicate natural oils, the very compounds responsible for the blood pressure benefits. What is left is a concentrated but heat-damaged fragment of the original spice. Here is what nobody tells you about cardamom extraction. The beneficial plant compounds in this spice are extremely sensitive to heat and processing. They degrade rapidly under the exact conditions used to create those capsules. Studies consistently show that fresh, whole cardamom prepared correctly outperforms processed cardamom extracts on nearly every measure. So you are paying $35 for a heat-damaged, processed, weakened shadow of something you can buy fresh and whole for $2 to $3. That is not just overpriced. That is a scam dressed up in a health label. $2 to $3 of whole green cardamom pods freshly ground every morning will do more for your blood pressure than a $35 bottle of extracted capsules will ever do. Do not let clever marketing convince you otherwise. As you get older, Your blood vessel walls naturally lose some of the flexibility and resilience they had in your younger years. The inner lining becomes more vulnerable to damage from salt, sugar, and the wear of daily stress. Your body's ability to repair that lining slows down, and the natural signals that used to keep your vessel walls relaxed and open become weaker. That is not a disease. That is aging. And it is why blood pressure tends to climb steadily once you pass 45. But here is what I want you to hold on to. Your blood vessels at 60 or 65 still respond. They can still become more flexible with the right daily support. The damage that has built up over years is not permanent. It is not beyond your body's ability to address. Your body has been waiting for the right tools. It has never stopped wanting to heal. When you give your body a natural spice like cardamom consistently every morning, you are not fighting your body. You are working with it. You are giving your vessel walls exactly what they need to relax, to flush out excess pressure, and to begin smoothing out the damage that accumulated over decades. Your blood vessels are not past saving. They just need what cardamom delivers daily. That is not just hope. That is biology working in your favor. One important point: if you are currently on blood pressure medication, do not stop taking it without your doctor's approval, but do add cardamom to your morning routine. Keep taking your pills exactly as prescribed. Do not adjust your medication on your own, not even if your numbers start looking better. Monitor your blood pressure closely. Write down your numbers every single morning before you take your cardamom. Keep that log consistent and accurate for the full 14 days. Within 2 weeks, you will very likely see your numbers dropping. When that happens, bring your blood pressure log to your doctor. 14 days of consistent morning readings is real data. Show it to them. Let the numbers speak. Many doctors will reduce your medication dosage when they see consistent, sustained lower readings over time. Some people eventually stop medication entirely under careful medical supervision. But never make that call alone. Work with your doctor every step of the way. Bring them the evidence. Let them guide the adjustment. What you are doing is taking an active, intelligent role in your own health. Your doctor should support that. Cardamom, 6 to 8 freshly ground pods every morning. 14 days. Blood pressure numbers that were sitting in dangerous territory beginning to come down. 10, 12, 15 points. Not because of expensive pills with side effects printed on 2 pages, but because cardamom delivers a natural, relaxing signal to your vessel walls, encourages your kidneys to flush out excess pressure-causing fluid, and gives your inner vessel lining the protective nutrients it needs to begin healing from the inside. Starting tomorrow morning, do this. Before coffee, before breakfast, crack open 6 to 8 whole green cardamom pods. Grind the seeds. Add them to warm water. Drink it slowly. Then write your blood pressure number in your notebook. Do that every morning for 14 days. Track your numbers faithfully. Watch what your body does when you finally give it what it has been asking for. If this video opened your eyes to what a $2 spice can do for your blood pressure that $50 of pills never could, hit that like button right now. It helps more people over 45 find this information when they need it most. And subscribe to Men's Vitality Hub. Every single week, I share real, affordable, natural solutions for people who are tired of being handed another prescription and told that pills are the only path forward. Because they are not, and you deserve to know that. Tell me in the comments, did you already know that cardamom could do this for your blood pressure, or did this video completely surprise you? Drop your answer below. You would be amazed how many people have been walking past cardamom at their grocery store for years without realizing what it could do for their heart health. Your comment might help someone else realize that a $2 spice could change the numbers they see on their blood pressure monitor every morning. 6 to 8 pods, freshly ground, every morning. 14 days. I will see you in the next one.